Niddah Daf Mem Aleph. So the other day we had a machlokes Reb Shimon and Chachamim in the Mishnah, whether a child born through cesarean is considered halachically a birth of a child. Is the mother tamei, and is she tar for the 66 days and 33 days? Does she have to bring a carbon? Reb Shimon says it's considered a leida, it's considered a vlad for all halachas. And then we said, according to Rabbi Yochanan in Reb Shimon, there's a difference between a human being and an animal. The animal that's born through cesarean is not considered an animal, and you cannot bring it on the mizbeach. It doesn't have kedushas haguf. So the Gemara brings a raya to Rabbi Yochanan, because Reb Shimon in the Brisa says that there's two psukim that are memayit an animal that was born through cesarean. And the question is, why do you need two psukim? The answer is because one is talking about an animal that was born kaddish because its mother was a carbon, and the other one is talking about an animal that was born cesarean, but it's a regular chulin animal. And both of those animals, the Torah tells us that if they go on the mizbeach, you must remove it. But a bechar, a firstborn animal that was born through cesarean, we know that you can't put it on the mizbeach from peterechem. It has to be the first animal that comes out of the womb, and cesarean is not coming out of the womb. Akapanim, we have a great raya to Rabbi Yochanan, who says that according to Rabbi Shimon, Yaitze Doifen, a cesarean by an animal is not considered a good animal. It doesn't have kedushas haguf, and you can't put it on the mizbeach. In addition to Yaitze Doifen that has two psukim, the other categories, Reveya, Nirva, bestiality, also have two psukim. Nevad, Muktzah, and Igeach, an animal that was worshipped as Avodah Zarah or designated to Avodah Zarah, or it killed a human being. We have psukim mina behema, mina bakar, umina tzayin, and the extra vav is another limud. Chlayim and Nidma also have two psukim. Shor oiches cheves oyeis, the extra oy. Why do we have two psukim by this? For the same reason. There's two categories. There's an animal that was chulin animal, and it was revev, nirva, it was nidma, all these things. Nidma, by the way, means that it resembles another type of animal. Its parents are the same species, but the animal that came out, the offspring, looks different. Kalayim is two separate animals. A goat and a sheep had offspring. Akal panim, we have the two categories of one was kaddish when it was born, and one they tried to make it kaddish later on, and the kedusha is not chal. The Brisa continues. The Gemara brings that Reb Shimon holds, since cesarean is considered a regular vlad, a person, a child born through cesarean is a vlad for all practical purposes. Therefore, a woman who had dam 3 days before her cesarean, and then she had a cesarean, the cesarean is considered a regular birth according to Reb Shimon. All the blood that she sees beforehand is associated with the birth, with the cesarean, and therefore she's tar, she's not considered a zava. However, according to Chachamim, who say that it's not considered, cesarean is not considered a birth, all the dam she sees before makes her a zava. Now the Brisa says, dam hayoytze misham, blood that comes out of there. L'chayra, there means the incision of the cesarean. Reb Shimon says it's tar, and Chachamim say it's tamei, and the question is it should be reversed. According to Reb Shimon, that's a full-fledged birth, so the dam should be tamei like any dam of a leida. So we have three pshatim in the Gemara. Ravina says that we're not talking dam that came out of the incision of the cesarean, rather it's two separate cases. You have the case of leida, and then you have the case of dam that comes out of the rechem, naturally. And that dam, Reb Shimon holds is tar because it's associated with the birth. And she's not a zavar, she saw dam for 3 days. Rav Yosef asks, however, the two cases are the same exact, they mean the same thing. So therefore Rav Yosef says no. In fact, it's talking about dam that comes out of the incision. And we have a new concept, the new machlokes, whether mekar mekaymai tamei, something that comes out of the makar, out of the uterus, out of the womb, is it inherently tamei? Reb Shimon says no, it's tar. Chachamim say yes, it's tamei to the point of a sheretz, for instance. It gives off tumah not for 7 days. The woman doesn't become a niddah for 7 days, but it's tamei. It gives off tumah for 1 day until the nightfall. Rish Lakish holds that according to Chachamim, this dam is metame the woman for 7 days. And according to Reb Shimon, she's completely tar from this dam. She is, however, tamei because she just gave birth, so she has tumas yuledes, but not because of the dam. Rabbi Yochanan holds like Rabbi Yosef that according to everybody, the dam is not metame 7. Just the machlokes is, according to Rabbanon, the dam is metame b'magod, by touching it, tumah. Rabbi Yochanan is l'shitasei. He says in the name of Reb Shimon Bar Reb Shimon, that a woman is not metame, she doesn't become tame until the dam comes out of her erva, but not from another source like cesarean. The Gemara says, what about a piece of the makar, a piece of the uterus that falls out of the guf, falls onto the ground? Says the Gemara, in fact, it has the properties of tumah, it's metama other things until the nightfall. Now, it's not metama like dam, because it's not dam. The Torah says dam, veloy chaticha, not a piece of meat, but it still has tumah to it. Here's another chiddush. We said in the first mission of Niddah that blood, dam, has to be one of 5 colors. So, white dam, clear dam is not dam. However, the Gemara says that those 2 colors, clear or white, they are tamei if they touch the makar, just because they touch the makar, and they'll be metama for one night, until the night. So if we know for sure we're choishish that it touched the makar because it's 2 drops, then the woman is tamei until the night, and if it's only 1 drop, we're not choishish. We learned in the Mishnah that a woman is different than a man. A woman, as soon as the dam comes out of the makar and it's in the bais hachitzayin, she's tamei. It doesn't have to come completely out of her guf. What is bais hachitzayin? According to Rish Lakish, it's the makaim that a young girl sits and you could see inside. That's bais hachitzayin. Says Rabbi Yochanan, that's already outside of her guf. Even if a sheretz, usually if a sheretz is within a person, that's bais hastarim, and a person is not tamei over here. If a sheretz touched that place, that's considered outside of her guf and she become tamei. Therefore, says Rabbi Yochanan, we're talking about bein hashinayim. There's a place that resembles teeth. That place and towards the outside is all tamei. In the Brisa it says it's the makom disha. It's the place where the aver goes into during tashmish. That is the makom that the dam is metam. In the pasuk it says biv sara, in her flesh, meaning that even if the dam is within her, she's tamei. By ziva it also says zoiva biv sara. Now we have a halacha that any tashmish is mechayev the husband and the wife to be toivel. Even if the zera is beseiser, that's exeris akosov, go to the mikveh. There's a case where a woman could be pilot zera, she expels the zera, even though she is not tamei from tashmish, because she went to the mikveh already for tashmish, but later on she was pilot zera. According to Rabbanan, she becomes tamei as long as it's in the bais hachitzon, even though it didn't come out of her guf. And according to Rabbi Shimon, she's tar in that case. Why? She should not be any worse than her husband. Her husband's only tamei once it comes out of his guf, so why should she become tamei if it's still in her guf? Now, the Gemara says an interesting case. What happens if a woman, right after tashmish, didn't move, and they were toivel her in the bed, as is? She didn't move. Since she didn't move, there's no reason to believe that she will expel zera, and therefore she could eat the truma. If she turned over in the bed, that's another category. That's a category that she's for sure gonna be pilot zera for 3 days, and maybe she's usher to eat truma. However, if she walked to the mikveh, for instance, just walking causes all the zera to be niflat, and we're only choishesh on a chashash that perhaps there's some zera still left, and memela, she's misafek, usher to eat truma. Have a wonderful day.